Tolerance, 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 tolerance. Everyone's talking about tolerance. Tolerance between ethnicities, tolerance between social groups, tolerance between religions. Is that enough? I was talking with a really good friend of mine about a year ago about this, and he finally wrote a really great blog about it, and it got me thinking about this subject again. Everyone talks about this idea of us all tolerating each other, one religion tolerating another, or atheists were tolerating Christians, Christians tolerating pagans, and pagans tolerating, well, actually pagans are pretty tolerant. But the point is this word really enough? What would you say to someone if they said, you know what, I tolerate you? What if you said to your child, you know what, I tolerate your life choices? It probably wouldn't go over very well. Why? Because ultimately tolerance, while it's a lovely idea, it really doesn't go far enough. Tolerance just means, well, even though I completely and utterly disagree with you and think you're a horrible person, I'm willing not to cut your head off. I mean, that may be a bit of an exaggeration, but really, this should be about compassion. This should be about genuinely trying to see another person's point of view. And even though you don't have that person's point of view, because you don't have to, we don't all have to be Omnists, and even all Omnists don't really necessarily see from everyone's point of view, but we do try. I myself, even though, for instance, I tend to be a fairly liberal person in a lot of ways, and I tend more toward the liberal side of things, it forces me, as often as possible, to try and see things from a more conservative perspective, because I know that what they're saying isn't wrong. They simply have a different way of doing things and a different way of putting things, and that's sort of a personal exercise of mine, to try and see things from their perspective. Because what this really comes down to is understanding that other people are right. They're not wrong just because they don't agree with you. And tolerating them just flat out isn't going far enough. Now, it's a good step. It's a good step. I'm glad people are using the term. I'm glad people are saying things like that. But ultimately, it's really not going to be enough. And this is part of what I'm really hoping Omnism is able to help accomplish, or at least help facilitate, is helping people to understand each other in a greater way, so that we aren't just tolerating each other. In a way, you could say that's really what we do in this country already. Oh shoot, we can't burn you at the stake anymore for being a witch? Darn it. Well, I guess we'll just have to tolerate you. Yeah, let's try and get beyond tolerance, guys. Good thing about Omnis is that's what we're already trying to do. So, I'm the Urban Omnist, hopefully tolerating everyone, maybe, could be. I'll see you guys on the next one. And remember, guys, none of this works without you. So, subscribe to our channel, like us on Facebook and Twitter, and above all, don't forget to send me those questions.